The issue with respect to the unemployment rate uh, in Connecticut is troubling, but it's something that we can fix. What I am hearing from incumbent representatives and senators is that they're blaming it on national trends and global economies. We have to start accepting our problems and dealing with our problems and not waiting for Uncle Sam or some global fix to fix our problems. It's kind of like bringing it back to your house. If you put yourself in a situation where you took out a mortgage and you can't afford the mortgage anymore, you have two options. Get yourself a second job to bring an extra income, or sell your house because you can no longer afford it. Well, in the state of Connecticut, we put ourselves in this problem. We put ourselves in this problem because most of our income, 46% of our income, comes from Fairfield County. Fairfield County got most of its income from Wall Street. So when we had the collapse on Wall Street, our income dropped in the state of Connecticut. No one was complaining when the millions and billions of dollars were pouring in. But what was the problem that we experienced was we rode the good times and never expected a bad time to happen. I believe that Connecticut can lead the country, if not the world, on how to make and operate in a post-bubble burst environment. And that's what we need to be doing. So some simple things that we can do to make Connecticut more business friendly, to attract jobs and get those 300,000 people back to work, would be to encourage small businesses to hire. And when I say encourage them to hire, what we can be doing is, for every small business that hires one person a year, we should give a tax incentive where there's a tax benefit for them to put someone to work. What we can also do is there's, I believe, in excess of 600 permitting and or licensing fees in the state of Connecticut. It's a very onerous place to operate. And not only is it an onerous place to operate, but have you ever tried to get a permit in the state of Connecticut through DEP or some other licensing agency? It can take 9 to 12 months to get a permit in the state of Connecticut. We have to stop that. We have to fast track permits. We have to allow businesses a fast track to open up. So what we need to do is we need to become more business friendly. We need to get rid of those nuisance taxes like the business entity tax. We need to stop implementing taxes under the guise that one day they'll be sunset, because there's never been a tax that's ever been sunset. And that's just the reality. When you give government money, government will find a way to spend it. So in a simple philosophy of it's time to starve the beast, make government work within its means, I would never vote in favor of a tax increase and while we're in an economic calamity like we're in. What we need to start doing is saying, work within our means, reduce the onerous regulations on our businesses, and I believe if we're going to make any investments, we need to invest in what we can actually produce in the state of Connecticut. And what most people are unaware is that we have 20% of the alternative energy, biofuel, nanotechnology professionals living in the state of Connecticut. If the state of Connecticut were to make an investment over time in that technology, we could develop and grow an industry in the state of Connecticut, putting people to work and actually producing a product. And one of the reasons, while it's cool to talk green, it's just no one actually implements the green philosophy because it's so expensive. So as a state, we can lead this issue by investment, and we could drive the cost down. Just think of what we could do is if we invested $5 billion in this technology, and today where a biofuel municipal bus costs maybe $2 million, if we invested that $5 billion, we would drive the cost of that technology down. And then Pratt Whitney's and the GEs of the world would start utilizing the technology once it became more costly. And that's what we need to do.
I am Vin Marino, and I approve this message.